do hope you're all well. Now, on the Friday when I was making last video for the week, I was basically saw the news about the death of MP David Amess, and there's not much getting through about what's happened, what not. So I just thought of Jo Cox, and then there was a certain incident in Parliament a couple of years ago that I first thought of straight away. Anyway, I didn't say too much about it because, like you say, you don't know the ins and outs, but I came across this little video, and as soon as I was listening, she said the exact same thing I was thinking. The young lady's called, it's a Twitter called Supertanksky, and I think I've seen one or two others, and she's really good, really intelligent, and I quite enjoy what the stuff she does. Anyway, here's what she had to say.
Family and colleagues of Sir David Amess. Sir David was murdered on Friday in his constituency of Leigh-on-Sea whilst attending an open surgery. I am disgusted by what happened to him. No one deserves to die doing their job, a job they were democratically elected to do. I'm very critical of the Conservatives and their policy. That does not mean for 1 second I think he deserved to be murdered. No one deserves to die the way that he died. Nothing I discuss in this video will detract from that fact. It's my natural inclination in a time of tragedy to look towards how this happened. People will refer to it as political point scoring, which is unfortunate. The only way that we will stop this from happening again is by looking at the cause. Threats against public servants is not a novel concept. However, it exponentially increased following the EU referendum. Our Prime Minister has a responsibility to keep both the public and his colleagues safe. He's consistently failed to do so. Stoking up culture wars, nationalism, exclusion and othering has led us here. In the wake of Jo Cox's murder, MPs stood up in the House of Commons and made impassioned speeches and directed the majority of it at Johnson and his divisive, inflammatory language, noting that there had been unprecedented levels of death threats directed towards them. He responded with humbug. He accused them.
That was my thought. I remember that day when he just went humbug, and that was my first thought. That was the very first thing that came to my mind. I remember that day when people were getting threats. I think somebody had a bomb threat because of the stuff that he was saying, calling in the surrender bill and all this, that, and traitors and enemies of the people. You're getting all that sort of stuff, and it was really, it was not very nice, was it? Not a very nice place to be as a country. But anyway, I'll let this fantastic young lady continue.
Surrender and dismissed their claims. Very little has changed since. In fact, things have got far worse. The nationalism and the othering is a way for them to seed the concept that people from other lands, other ethnicity, are of less value. That's how they manage to push through policy that means they can legally drown refugees. That's precisely what they're doing at the moment. I've never known a British national that has committed a crime to be referred to by his heritage before. This is important to look at, and it's horrifying. And it's going to put MPs at risk. During the Tories' time in government, hate crimes have gradually risen. They're currently at a record high. Add on to that, using your media contact to evade responsibility and use the death of your colleague as a political point-scoring exercise, and it's clear why we're here, isn't it? Aside from the fact that this was an ideological attack, allegedly, the left haven't been in power for 11 years, and our policies are progressive and inclusive. The responsibility for this and the responsibility to change things lies with our government. They need to stop othering and take some responsibility for once. Their campaign of hatred has contributed to this, and I'm so sorry that MPs have paid the price for it.
Here, totally agree. Absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely spot on. It's like, as I said, when I saw what happened when he died, that was my first thought. The humbug incident. That was my first thought. Like, we won't be saying humbug now, will I? And now you see, like you just say, you see on with what they call the press now. They're doing their little bit, aren't they? Where they're now trying to stoke division between the left and the right, apparently. No, Dan Hodges, it's not okay to hate Tories, and it's time for the decent people on the left to say, so, the Mail on Sunday, yeah, and like I say, Daily Mail, enemies of the people. You've got no room to talk then, have you? Absolutely pathetic. It shows you what absolutely, it's a really divisive country at the moment, isn't it? It's quite sad. Now I remember when Angela Rayner said the scum word, I thought, not really, right thing to say, I suppose, but you want something that made me want to clutch my pearls and all that. But that was, you see, with Priti Patel, she's stoked hatred towards lefty, wokey type of lawyers, you know, practicing the law, to stop her from being able to push out refugees out to drown and stuff like that. And human rights lawyers. And when she was asked to stop bringing up the rhetoric, she just ignored them and just raised it even higher. And our bodge, our Alexander Boris de Peffel Johnson, did it. We even notched the bar even higher. So when she said that, I absolutely spot on, because for a simple reason, they have been stoking up these culture wars for quite a while. It just seems to be. Well,
there you go. All you people out there who vote Tory or thinking of voting Tory next time round, this is the sort of government you got. This is the sort of government you got, and you're going to have hate is their weapon, and you're letting them win. Unbelievable. What a fucking country we could become.
That's no reason why
what a country we have become.
Attacking refugees,
letting refugees drown. Would you let one drown? Would you? Ask yourself. Would you let a refugee drown in the English Channel? I wouldn't.
And all hail to this young lady. I thought she was fantastic, absolutely brilliant, and I totally agreed with everything she said, 100%. But anyway, I shall leave the